friends, we are going to talk about 10 decorating mistakes that I see specifically with Christmas decor. So hopefully you're not making any of these, but if you are, hey, now you know and you can get them fixed. Number one, let's jump right in. Let's talk about the Christmas tree. Okay, so you probably do this, but I'm just gonna say it because sometimes I'm out and about and I see that it has not been done, and that is to fluff the Christmas tree. Now, of course, I'm talking about an artificial Christmas tree, but this goes for all faux greenery, all of your garlands, all of your wreaths, and all of your trees. Take the time to spread each little branch out and make it more full. When you pack it away, it all gets scrunched, and you gotta do this every time you pull it back out. That's the number one thing I would recommend. The second thing that I see is kind of a confusion maybe with the sequence that you need to be decorating your tree in. So I recommend laying out your ornaments in different piles, okay? And there are formulas for, I believe it's like 12 ornaments per every foot that you have. So if it's 10 feet, then it's 120 ornaments. I would group them in sizes first. Then I would take the largest ones. I mean, some ornaments, you know how they are, they're like this big. And I would put those on first, okay? So I would put those into the branches, closer to the trunk. And then that way, as you look through the tree, you're getting different textures and colors and shimmers going on. So start by putting those in. Those are really the foundational pieces. Next, you want to spread out the medium-sized ones, and then of course the small ones, or maybe like the most unique ones that have probably a story to tell with them. Those go on last. Those are your ornaments. Then you want to string your garland, and I'm a huge fan of garlands. If you want to buy just really unique pieces, I would check out Michael's. I would check out Hobby Lobby, which I feel like I was just in there and I feel like it is a little bit slim pickings going on over there, but you can try Hobby Lobby. And then I've heard Kirkland's has really unique, really sort of heritage quality garlands, which I don't have a Kirkland's, so hopefully you do and you get to enjoy that. But I love, oh my gosh, I would say of all Christmas decorations for the fun, unique things, I love garlands. I mean, I just made this garland here with ribbon and bells, but anything that's long and drapey that you can use. I mean, I've used, of course, popcorn strung together. I made a little bunting out of sheet music. Pearls are super popular this year, so that's sweet. I've made mercury glass garland, and I would do, gosh, I would recommend about at least three different garlands, and string them together and then hang them down at like different lengths. This takes a little bit of time and it's worth fussing with a little bit, but once you get your garland on, so it goes ornaments, garlands, and then you add on the things that are whatever you want to do on the tips of the trees. So for me, I love the clip-on battery operated candles, or you could do tassels, or you could do ribbon. I mean, ribbon and bows are all the rage right now. And so with the long tails, that looks super dreamy and gives that old world Little Women look. So the last thing you do are the tips of the branches. Okay, for number 3, I think people should simplify. And I know that's probably hard to hear for some of us. I'm gonna show you next week my porch evolution that has gone through over the last decade, and show you how my look has become more and more refined. Really break it down because it's so cool to like see the pictures one after another and see the transformation. But that goes for interior decorating as well with your Christmas. It's to do actually a little bit less. So lean away from the things that look man-made, from the things that look like it came from Hobby Lobby or Home Goods, things that aren't actually part of a story in the wintertime. So here's what I mean. When I decorate, I try to really get my head in a space that feels like I'm in a different era, or maybe at the very least that I'm focusing on a certain theme, certain colors. You know, maybe it's a nutcracker theme and you're bringing in ballet shoes and nutcrackers, and then it's not just the pieces that go with that theme or that era, but you go even deeper into it. So, okay, so ballet shoes. Well, then also we want to have pink in the decor, so pink ribbons. But not just pink ribbons, let's do 2 or 3 tones of pink. So once you're deciding on an era or a theme, think about all that's going on in that person's life in that space. You know, where would they lay the sled down as they came in from sledding? What kind of things would be sitting on the porch? What kind of foods are they eating? What kind of clothes are they wearing? What does their daily life look like? And then bring in those types of things. They probably aren't even things you actually buy. Maybe they're things that you already have, a teacup or a scarf or something. And I feel like actually dialing back on the Christmas decor gets you a lot more mileage. It feels a lot more refined. It feels a lot more natural within your space. And so that would be number 3, is to go more natural, more believable. In fact, sometimes I'll be decorating and I'll look at it and I'll think, does that look contrived? That's the word I like, contrived. So does that look like someone just tried to like make this work and fake this scene? Or is this really what it would naturally look like? I'm gonna do a deep dive on this next week. What that might look like with your greenery is maybe you keep some things in, you leave them in storage, things that are too glittery, things that are flocked. I mean, we don't actually have flocked stuff inside the house naturally. Think about maybe not using so many lights on your tree, just use the clip-on candles if you're wanting to do more of the Little Women aesthetic. So along with simplifying Christmas decor, you might want to think about your skincare line going into the new year or maybe as Christmas gifts. So my favorite is Typology. I've been using it for a year and it's out of France. If you know anything about the European beauty standards, they're much more stringent, they're much better than the US. And so Typology is inherently a very pure line. They use only the essential ingredients and 80% of those ingredients are sourced naturally. But what I really love about the French philosophy is that they create hybrid products. So this is what I mean. Their concealer is not just a cakey cover-up. It is designed to heal you as you use it. So it's made with caffeine and niacinamide to actually reduce the puffiness and deal with color issues. So after I put my concealer on, it's my favorite step. This is the tinted serum. This is not foundation. This is tinted serum. I'll say it again. Yes, it does a light job of covering up my skin, but it's healing it because it has aloe vera in it, it has vitamin C and squalene. I love that it is not sticky, it is not cakey, it is not thick. I put it on my skin and I just feel it healing and restoring me all day long. Lastly, I choose one of my lip oils, which is like a lip gloss, but not sticky, if you know what I mean. So there's black cherry and then there's chestnut. Typology has a whole line of skincare and I'm so excited to try their tanner this spring. I've never seen a tanner that had really good ingredients. So if you love the natural, like no makeup type of look and you're wanting to simplify your routine and make your skin healthier in the process, this is such a great line. So for the next week, if you order $40 or more, you're gonna get a free tube of this body moisturizer as well. I'll put the link in the description below, and I hope you fall in love with Typology like I have. Okay, number 4, cords. Hide your cords. And also clip the tags off those cords if they're still there. Those can go away. That is so easy to fix. So if that means that you need to push the tree up against the wall more, or you need to add more presents underneath to hide the cords, or you need to add a chair in front of the mantle to hide those cords, do what you can to not distract from the beauty that you're creating. Hopefully a really easy fix there. Number 5. Oh my gosh, I am still struggling with this, but it is to not put your Christmas decor into your other decor that's already there. Sometimes that'll work, but basically if you put something in, maybe take some of your regular decor out. And I laughed at the beginning of that because what I struggle with is not so much taking my decor away, it's what I'm doing with it afterwards. So this is what I used to do. I would say like I would clear my nightstand of stuff. Then I would put my Christmas stuff on there and the regular decor would go into the Christmas bin. And then I was supposedly supposed to switch it out in January. But a lot of times, Sarah takes her Christmas decor and she puts it out in the shop and doesn't actually sort it all until July. And by then, I've totally forgot what was on the nightstand. I've totally forgot how I styled it, where it is. I have things missing. I don't know where they are out there in the shop. And it's because I didn't have a good system when I first removed those first items. So now what I'm doing, I'm trying it this year. I took all this stuff, I put it in a nearby closet, I labeled it. I'm not going to risk me not putting my Christmas stuff away right away. Okay, number 6. And I could really ruffle some feathers on this one, so I'm just gonna apologize in advance. Scale. Scale's a big deal. And it's a big deal in design. I teach a whole class on this in my behind the scenes group and decorating courses. But it is something that people really struggle with. And I think that if you point it out, then they go, oh yeah, I guess I can see that. A lot of yard decorations, the scale is hugely off. A lot of decorations in the houses are hugely off. So maybe you have a tree that is in front of this huge picture window and the tree is only 5-6 feet tall. So in that case, I would bring in maybe 4 more trees or 5 more trees and make an actual forest. So you can add in smaller pieces and create a collection that feels like one big piece. Or maybe something is way too large. Okay, and this is where I'm like, do I want this edited out of the video? The trend right now with the huge bows, I think is going to go fast. It's very loud. It's also out of scale. And so I think that if that's the trend that you really love and you're enjoying right now, just don't spend a ton of money on that because I don't think it's gonna last very long. But when it goes out, it's going to be very, very memorable and it's gonna be one of those that people make fun of. So anyway, there's that. That's a scale issue. Now, I'm not a good example of number 7 because I don't have any of this right now behind me, but it is to use greenery. I mean, honestly, if you could do one thing, if you had to prioritize, it would be good greenery. I mean, and look back at the movies where they're showing us 100 years ago. The decoration, honestly, is a lot of greenery and maybe some ribbon, maybe a stocking, but there's always some greenery. And if that's all you got done, you are winning. Congratulations. So invest in your greenery. I really try to add to my collection every year. And of course the Norfolk look is super popular right now. I think it is trending. I also think it's a good one to buy because it will work well with all your other stuff. You can mix it in for years to come. I would spend money on it. I am spending money on it. I have been getting it from Anthropologie. They had a really good sale on Black Friday. There's some really good ones on Amazon, which I will share with you. And what's the other place? Oh, World Market. Check out their collection too. So honestly, if that's the only thing you spent money on this year, I would upgrade quality of your greenery. Number 8 would be to not look around your space and think about just the natural things that you're using anyway. Your dishes, your blankets, your pillows, your artwork. Change out your artwork. That just feels so next level to have new artwork, some new blankets, things that actually feel like winter or Christmas. And I actually have a selection of Christmas prints for you. Highly curated. I love them all. There are 12 different beautiful Christmas prints, just a really good variety here, and they are free. I put them together for you. You can access them instantly, really high quality images, directions on how to use them, and they're gonna go away after the new year, of course, actually after Christmas, so before the new year. So go ahead and grab those, and that's a quick upgrade to your space. 2 more. So number 9 would be the lights on the tree. And I'm a big offender of this. I keep pulling back and just doing candles on my tree. So honestly, if you're in that camp, I hear you. I think it looks beautiful. It's really easy. It's really inexpensive. But if you want lights on your tree, go big or go home. I think especially now, they have those super twinkly kind of fairy lights that are so popular right now. If you have a pre-lit artificial tree, I pretty much guarantee it needs more lights. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news on that. I think that would be a good thing to invest in. Okay, I've heard decorators say 100 lights per foot of your tree. Okay, so that's something to think about. So when you're out shopping, don't just do, a 200 for your 8-foot tree. No, you want 800 lights. And a lot of people will they'll wrap that trunk first, and they'll wrap every single branch out to the tip. And that's how you use up that many lights, is you make everything glow on that tree. I have an Amazon storefront and I will link my little clip-on candles for you, and then some of the super popular lights as well. Number 10, and maybe I should have put this way at the beginning, but this is an eclectic video. The base of the tree. Let's think about the base of the tree. Sometimes it gets overlooked. There's a lot of things you can do. It's actually pretty easy. I mean, literally you could take a white bed sheet and put it under it and make it look like snow. Of course, there's tree skirts. I really love the look of a crocheted tablecloth put underneath it. And then if you don't have a collar, I feel like the collars have been around a while. I remember when they came out, but they are kind of trendy. Also, I think that they are a good piece that can last a long time, especially if it looks like a basket or something. So beyond tree collars and skirts and, you know, a bed sheet or a tablecloth, you also should think about containers that are kind of out of the ordinary. You can have a lot of fun with this. So I've used great big baskets before. I've put them in crocks. I love that look. It's kind of tricky because sometimes the base doesn't work, so I will put maybe a cardboard box in the crock, and then I'll like take the stand off my tree, and then it just has the point, and I'll push that into the box. That can work. You might even have a sleigh or something you could put it in, but do something with the base of the tree. At the very least, put a bed sheet around it and put some presents under it, even if they're fake presents. I don't think you should overlook, this is a PS to number 10. Don't overlook your presents in your gift wrap. They are very much part of your aesthetic. Choose 1 or 2 papers that you love. I love going to TJ Maxx. I just got a beautiful plaid off of Amazon, which I will link for you. I'll just put it in my Amazon store for you. But be intentional with your gift wrap and with what you're tying it with and with your tags and everything. You're just gonna get a lot more mileage with your decor. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what I missed and what you didn't know or what you're gonna change. And I think it could be very educational in the comments, this video. All right, thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'm gonna talk to you next week. We're gonna talk about porches. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification, which does not automatically happen. You have to choose that. So, all right, take care. See you next week.